Welcome to this edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. I'm Mike Simpleman, joined as always by the main man, Tony Psyche. We're going to be under the stars tonight out in the parking lot, the Ultimate Combat Training Center. And I always like these shows, Tony, because the energy we have in the crowd, man, it's a lot of fun to do the shows there.
Oh, yeah, it's great because, you know what, we get the fans, we get the families, we get the kids. Everybody loves to come out here to the Ultimate Combat and watch these fights outside.
Yeah, you're going to see some names on the card that you may not recognize, some guys that you don't see at their mainstays here at the Ultimate Combat, because tonight we allow guys that are a little bit younger. They're not old enough to get into the nightclubs and fight. They can fight here at the Ultimate Combat Training Center and get a little experience in the cage.
Yes, they can. But we do have some well-known names. Like you're going to see Eduardo Hernandez tonight, and Daniel Grass is making his return in the cage.
Oh, very nice. But your main event features a guy that we haven't seen since round number 1. He fought back in round number 1. He was in the first few episodes of the show. In fact, he won the heavyweight division way back then. Well, he's back going up against a newcomer, and who's this guy?
Well, the new guy, his name is Robert Yocum, and he's known as the Grizzly Bear. I've seen him throw everything inside our cage. Bags, weights, everything. This guy is a grizzly. He's going up against Cameron Griffith, which is the gummy bear.
Well, we're going to settle the age-old question. Who is tougher, a grizzly bear or a gummy bear? We've got a lot of stuff before we get to that. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience coming right at you. In the middleweight division, we got a couple guys that have been kind of watching each other fight week to week. They're almost always one of the two are on the card, at least recently. Who are these guys?
Well, we got Jason Dalton, and he wanted to fight Eduardo Hernandez. And Eduardo says, hey, I just turned 36. I have to try to find, what is it, EKG?
Yeah, he's got to get an EKG last minute because the state requires that you get one of those done. So his biggest fight was getting that done. Well, he got it done. He's going to fight it out with Jason Dalton in your middleweight division. Check it out. Well, I guess his 36th-year birthday just kind of snuck up on him, old Eduardo Hernandez. He knew that was required. He knew it was coming up, but procrastinated a little bit and was frantic all day long. Finally, he's here, though, and going to fight the beautiful Hurricane, Jason Dalton.
Oh, well, Jason Dalton's glad that he made it, and he's 5'10", 185 pounds, and he's known as a Hurricane.
Well, he's an independent fighter, you know, and he kind of fights like one. He's not the prettiest guy to watch, but he likes to stand and throw, and that's kind of what Eduardo's forte is as well. So these guys kind of promise they're going to get up and just bang it out tonight.
Oh, yeah, Eduardo, 5'7", 174.
He's not 5'7", Tony.
He is. Well, on paper, look at that.
Maybe with platform shoes on, I don't know.
Yeah, no, you know, he's excited because his boss is here, his wife is here, his co-workers are here.
Maybe his twos look like sevens.
Yeah.
Who knows when he filled out the application. Yeah, he did bring a lot of people to come see him tonight. And Eduardo, we know, is just, he's a banger. He likes to throw. He likes to stand up. He doesn't like to go to the ground at all. And,
this should be a good fight.
The one thing we know about Eduardo, he's got a great chin. He can take a shot.
Yeah, he does. And he's taking quite a few of them right there.
He sure is.
Oh, but there he comes.
Maybe that's not the greatest strategy to take shots, but Eduardo will lull you into a false sense of security and then just blap you a good one. And there, body shots, man. Those things were solid shots to the body.
Oh, yeah, and that's almost like, that's almost his signature move right there.
Oh, what happened here, man? They went to the ground.
And right into full mount.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Eduardo knows this is not his position.
No.
And, well,
I'm interested to see what he's going to do now.
Well, right now he's taking shots. He's proven his chin can take shots.
He's actually doing a pretty good job of not getting hit flush, but
you know, Eduardo does have good head movement, and that's the thing. He's got a good chin, but he doesn't really ever get hit solid because he does a good job of absorbing momentum of punches. And right there, nice job of getting a reversal from a guy that doesn't do ground.
And he did a great job. Oh,
he wound up in the guard of Jason Dalton, though, and if you don't know position, if you don't understand where you're at, you might be in a little bit of trouble here. Jason Dalton really not trying to advance his position, but if he were,
he's going to lay on those body punches. I can just feel it. That's,
look at Jason Dalton's ribs already, man. Those things look like they're ready to put on the barbecue.
Crawling up the body and trying to catch an arm bar there, but I think Eduardo is just too savvy to that now.
Well, I don't know. He's leaving those arms out there, and if Jason Dalton really knew what he was doing, I think he'd have an arm bar by now. But Jason Dalton still's got to tighten up his game on the ground just a little bit as well. I like that Eddie's staying busy here, but get out of his guard. Get out of that dangerous position and get back up on your feet where you were throwing the bombs.
Yeah, especially, you know, like you said, being a little shorter, that's not a good position to be in inside somebody's guard.
You know,
like
Tony, being a little shorter, no place is a good position, really, in fighting. I mean, you give up reach, you give up leverage, but you can't give up that right there. Nice uppercut. Wow. Really snapped the head back at Jason Dalton.
And Jason Dalton kind of swinging for the fences, just trying to...
Well, I think he got his bell rung a little bit. I think he was just trying to recuperate a little bit. That's the fighter in him. He just got another body shot right there.
Yeah, you can tell him he just kind of doubles over right there. And look at that. Look at the side of his left.
Right now, that side of beef that Rocky was punching in that movie.
Look at that.
Oh, baby.
You can see exactly where he's getting pounded right there.
Punching beef now.
Ooh, right there. That doesn't look too far. He's just kind of covering up over here.
He's fighting just as good as that side of beef was fighting too, man. He's really just covering up and not doing a whole lot to defend. 15 seconds left. Will the carnage continue? Will this referee step in and save Jason Dalton? Wow, looks like, he did tap, didn't he? Okay, well, you know, Crispin is the referee on this one. He knows both these guys. They're pretty durable guys, but at some point you got to say, look, Jason Dalton's not defending, and you got to step in and stop this thing. He's a little shell-shocked, if you will. It looks like he might have taken a couple of dings to the head right there.
Well, you know what? I think that's a good call because, you know, Jason Dalton, he'll say, hey, look, don't stop until I...
Well, yeah, he does say, he likes to say, let me stop the fight. And he did. He tapped out. Eduardo El Cuate Hernandez getting a big win tonight. Look how happy he is. This guy is ecstatic. He is ecstatic. This post-fight interview brought to you by Beehive Bail Bonds, because sometimes bad things happen to good people. Dalton, you were in the mix for a minute there. You guys were bombing it out, and then all of a sudden, no more Dalton. What happened?
No, he's a hard hitter. He hit me in the ear. I ain't making no excuses, but he's a hard hitter. He hit me in my ear and knocked my equilibrium out, knocked my feet out from under me. So
the ear is a target, right?
Apparently.
In fact, it looks like a big catcher's mitt right there. He caught you a good one, and then that was it. That's all she wrote. What's next for you? You wanted this fight. You wanted to fight Eddie, and talk to me about that a little bit.
Well, Eddie, I fought Kyle Osman about 2 weeks ago, and got him real good and beat the shit out of him. But
can't say S with little kids here, man. We got little guys here.
Beat the crap out of him. But so they called me and said Eddie wanted to fight. I said, well, book it, because I'll fight anybody.
Well, I know that about you, Jason Dalton. You will fight anybody. Tonight it didn't work out for you. You were good, but just not good enough. What's next for you?
I got a fight August 15th in Evanston.
We don't care about that.
And then maybe I'll be back here. So.
All right, well, we'll love to have you back, Jason Dalton. Good luck in Evanston.
Thank you.
Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
Eddie, all right, we've got another win for you. Again, how many times can I say this? You keep getting better and better every single fight, and we'd love to see you fight. Tell me a little bit about the problems we had getting you in the cage today. I heard that you had to get an EKG now. Is that the truth?
Yeah, the commission wants you to get an EKG once you turn 36. And I almost didn't get to fight because first of all, it was too expensive and I couldn't find any place, but finally I was able to.
All right, well, we're glad that you did all right with that. So what's next for you? You just going to keep fighting and beating people up and getting better and better?
Well, since I had a hard time getting my EKG, might as well take advantage of it. I'm going to keep fighting maybe one more year, more training. And my conditioning feels very good. I could take a punch. I could also beat up people, so.
Well, you can definitely tell. You do such a good job, and we like to see you fight every single time you fight. So thanks for being a part of the experience. We're glad to have you here and can't wait to see you fight again.
Yeah, I love fighting, and I would like to thank everybody that came here. My boss finally came here, my co-workers, my brother-in-law, my cousin, my sister-in-law, everybody, my students, everybody. I would like to thank my student as well.
Good, good. Thank you so much, Eddie. We'll see you again next time.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes watching a guy fight can be a little misleading because I think Jason Dalton, he saw those punches that Eduardo Hernandez can throw, and I don't think he knew that he throws with quite the power that he does.
No, when he was walking back in his corner, he's saying, man, those body punches, they hurt.
Well, then so did those on the side of the head and the rest of us. So Eduardo Hernandez getting the job done tonight. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around. In your flyweight division, we got a couple guys that are just about insect size. They're going to come out here and swing at one another. Who are they, Tony?
Well, Mike, I think you know Randy Vosper. He's the one that brings all those cute girls.
I love when Randy Vosper fights, man. Who's he fighting?
Well, he's fighting a guy named Miguel Angel. And you know what? The Espinosa's brothers are bringing him down. And they're saying this is his very first fight. And you know what?
You know, if he's hanging around with that group right there, you know what he's going to do. He's going to swing for the fences, and he's going to put a lot out there in the cage. I'm looking forward to this one. Flyweight no holds barred. Check it out. Tony, I'm really impressed with your Hispanic enunciation this evening. You're nailing these names.
Hey, thank you very much.
Been hanging around a lot of these Hispanics, haven't you?
I have, actually. When you got Espinosa's coming in and bringing new guys like Miguel.
Every week.
Hey, my Spanish is bound to get better.
All right, 5'2", 125. Tony, is that real? 5'2"?
You know what? Maybe we had this little...
Maybe I transposed there with
Eduardo, yeah.
All right, Baby Ray Randy Vosper. Now, this is a slim, slick-looking dude with a wry smile on his face, ready to rock and roll here.
Oh, yeah, and this is his second appearance in the cage. 5'6", 125 pounds from Roy, Utah. And
call him Baby Ray.
Baby Ray.
They're the same height here, Tony.
Yes, I do.
You know, I'm telling you, I don't see the 4-inch difference that the tail of the tape gave us right there. But
it's like...
All right, whatever.
Oh, man.
It is what it is, you know? Sometimes we measure in inches, and sometimes, I don't know.
Maybe they lied on their application.
Liars.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
There he is.
That is very typical, vintage Espinosa fighter, man. Just coming out swinging for the fences.
And sprawling really good, trying to get out of there. And, oh, look at that.
Look at that little dude in the front row with a red mohawk, man. He wants to fight these guys. He's almost as big as Adam, too.
Hey, you know what? They start him young nowadays. Look at that.
He's ready to rock and roll. Look at him. He's ready to jump in there.
Take your notes, and you'll be able to jump in here soon.
Time at all. Absolutely. All right, Randy Vosper.
Ooh.
Last time he fought, he got in a little bit of trouble, like he is right now.
Yeah, he is.
And he kind of battled his way back, but those are some pretty heavy knees to be battling your way through.
Yeah, and he's got a pretty good sprawl, and, you know, those knees are really...
landing.
Yeah, they are landing. Wow.
But, you know, this is a kind of a common mistake with brand new guys. He's just squeezing, and that'll wear you out. And eventually, Mr. Angel might not be able to throw those bombs quite as hard as he did when he first came out.
Yeah, no, that does take a lot of strength and trying to do a...
Well, Randy Vosper once again finds himself in a little bit of a choke situation, doing a good job of getting out to the side there and avoiding the guillotine choke.
That's exactly what he did last time. Let's see if he can work his...
Still looks a little painful, though.
Oh, trying to pull his head out there, and let's see if he can do that. Then it's a different game here.
Yeah, well, this is a different game now. Everything just changed right there. Randy Vosper gets his head out, and it looks like he's got the back. That's exactly what happened the last time he fought. Tony, this is ridiculous.
He's speedy up on top there, man.
We could have ran the last fight in the same commentary. That's the exact same thing that happened.
And I even think he chucked his mouthpiece out, too.
Know, those are disposable, I guess.
Oh, I didn't like that too much. But
she was a little nervous there for a minute again. Apparently, she's like, you got to quit doing this to me, man. All right, Randy Vosper, get another big win. Squeaking by with another one. But, hey, man, 2-0. You can't complain about that.
No, not at all. Good job.
Have your custom website designed for only $399 at www.399designs.com.
¿Cómo te sientes después de esta pelea? How do you feel about this fight, and how you going to try for the next one?
Me siento bien porque yo di lo que pude, pero para la otra les prometo algo mejor.
Well, he says he'll be training better and he'll be doing better next time, and be careful with the next fight because he's going to do way better than today.
Find top name brand clothing at unspeakable prices at Big Rock Clothing. Mention UCE and save 10%.
Randy, wow, impressive fight. 2 fights under your belt now, both wins, both chokes. What are you doing to train for this?
Nothing yet. I just started boxing last week. That a little bit of judo, but I mean, I'm just barely starting, so I'm just kind of going at it.
Well, natural talent says a lot. Wow, good job. If you start training, you'll be very good. So that's awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you again. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Yes, my friends and family for coming and being here to support me. They're the only reason I'm here.
Well, that's good to have support that way, and it's nice to have you all here. Hope to see you again real soon. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
There's a couple of familiar names coming out here for the next fight in your lightweight division. Seniša Adamovich hasn't won a fight yet, but man, the kid gets out here and scraps, going up against what I think is probably his toughest test to date in Yocum Simpleman.
Yocum Simpleman training up there at the OG Den, and man, he's brought his family, his kids. He's ready to rock here.
And I'll tell you, Yocum's a complete fighter. Senisha's got his hands full here. Lightweight, no holds barred. Check it out. I just like saying Yocum Simpleman.
Oh, I do too.
Rolls off the tongue, kind of like Seniša Adamovich.
Well, I like Yocum because he's Thai, and he told me he'd teach me some Thai cooking.
Oh, really, man?
Yeah.
I'd like to be around when that goes down, man. I love Thai food, but for the average folk, he just likes to be called Suki.
Yeah, Suki, 5'6", 145 pounds from Sunset, Utah.
And the guy, you know, he really has come of his own. The guy was, you know, he was an okay fighter at first, but I really am impressed with what the OG Dan has been doing with him. He looks good.
Oh, yeah. Now we have Seniša Adamovich, 5'11", 169 pounds.
You know, this guy's a crack up, man. I like him. I really enjoy being around him. He's got some strange energy, but he's got a lot of energy.
No, he does, and he's got his own way of training too. I mean, he's in here, and I'm waiting to see a first win here, hopefully.
Tony, he swears more than any person I know. He says the F-bombs more than a sailor, a trucker combined.
Well, you know, at least in his post-fight interview, he
tries to tone it down.
Yeah, he tones it down, so I like that.
All right, well,
all right, here we go. And,
whoa, Mike! Wow, he cut. Speaking of F-bombs, he just landed a right-hand bomb on Yocum, and well, Yocum's attacking the wrong dude.
Oh no, he's got Mike Crispin.
What happened, man? That's like your worst nightmare. Wake up and Crispin's face is there. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, we couldn't even settle
into
into
a horror flick.
Yeah, well, this happens so fast in life.
Can you imagine going to sleep with someone and you wake up and you see that? Crispin's face.
Oh, wow, look at it. Yeah, nice little takedown there, too.
Crispin has no takedown defense.
Bing. He goes down.
That was a pretty solid shot. He did catch him.
He did catch him, but...
you know, that's a little bit of a controversial stop, you know, and you can see
he's got both their legs.
But yeah, he's got
Seniša's like, give me that.
I'll beat you both up. Crispin, pull guard. You know, I like the fact Crispin didn't get upset. He just said, all right, and when you get done. Well, you know what? Seniša got a big win tonight. That's his first win in the cage. He's got to feel pretty good about that.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. I'd like to see this happen again.
No swearing tonight, man. Have your custom website designed for only $399 at www.399designs.com. All right, Yocum, by my estimation, you were 1-1 tonight. You got beat by one guy, and then you beat the crap out of Crispin. A little bit of solace in that.
What's that?
A little bit of solace in that, right?
Yeah, yep.
Talk to me, man. Tell me what happened out there.
Well, all I know is I got rocked, but automatically, you know, you drop and grab a leg and take him down.
You were taking the wrong guy down.
I wasn't looking. I know there's a leg, and I was taking it down.
All right, you know, here's the thing. I've been knocked out. I got to tell you a funny story. I was looking around for my glove. It was on my hand. You don't realize things. There's gaps in you're going to see it on film. You were out for a minute, and then when you came back, you were fighting again, and that's just what happens. And that's what a knockout is. It's just take a little reset button. So, Yocum, we know you're bad, and in fact, I would love to see you two fight again. What do you say about that?
You know what? Have to do it.
Okay, you got to avenge that one, right?
What's that?
You got to avenge that loss, right?
You know it.
Okay, yeah, you sounded a little less than convincing right there, man. Talk to me.
Hell yeah.
All right, Yocum. Tonight you were good, just not good enough. Thanks for being a part of the experience. Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to thank my corners, Gabe and Zeke, and all the guys that train with me at the OG Den. And looks like I'll just have to go and train a little harder and for that rematch.
This guy's always a gentleman. I got to say big ups to the OG Den. You guys have been really doing it lately, so you guys are doing the right things over there.
Thank you.
All right, brother. We'll see you again soon. Find top name brand clothing at unspeakable prices at Big Rod Clothing. Mention UCE and save 10%.
Sanisha, we finally got a win for you. How do you feel about it?
Feel good. Feel good. I trained really hard. It was a hard 2 weeks, so I trained a lot. I have a bunch of people to thank. I want to thank Kofi at Jiu-Jitsu. I want to thank Eddie. I want to thank Salvador Sanchez. Most of all, I want to thank Cam Griffin. He's coming up next. Lots of love. And I want to thank my sponsor, All Season Auto, 2100 South and Main Street.
All right, good job. So what's next for you? You gonna keep training? You keep fighting? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I'll keep training. I'll be back in the gym on Monday. And you know what? I noticed there's some animosity. Let's dance again. You know what? Let's hook up. Let's do this again. Fair enough?
Sounds fair. Sounds fair. Let's set it up and let's do it. That sounds good. So anyway, thank you for being here. We're glad to have you, and I'm glad you got your win there, and I'm excited to see you fight again.
Thank you.
That was a shocker, man. Who saw that coming? I'll tell you, that's what I love about MMA. You just never know what's going to happen.
And you know what? That was, boy, I honestly think Sugarloaf did a good job.
No, that was a great call because, you know, you can't be fighting one guy and then fighting another guy and there not be some gap in there. You were unconscious at one point.
Yeah, but, you know, Suk Sam Simpleman, even though he was out, man, you see how that killer instinct just kicked in, and he was fighting both of them at one time.
Trust me, he'll be back, and maybe we'll put these two back together and give Suk Sam a shot at redemption. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Don't go anywhere. In your lightweight division, we got a guy that used to fight every week. For the last year, he's fought practically every week, and then he went missing in action for a month. He went on a walkabout. We lost him for a minute, but he's back. Daniel Grass is back. Who's he fighting?
Well, he's fighting Alcala. Alcala, as you know, he just stepped in the ring a couple weeks ago against Eduardo Hernandez. Eduardo now is in his corner, and he's been training him for this fight. He knows he's up against Daniel Grass, and he says, you know what, the first fight was kind of an initiation for me, but the second fight, I'm taking really serious.
That's what I love about, man. These guys swap wides, swap corners, whatever, man. Lightweight knows bar, check it out. All right, these guys, man, they will knuckle up and fight anyone. And John Alcala, I tell you what, he's a good-looking kid, man. I really think this kid's got a real big upside.
Oh, yeah, man. This is a physical kid and a really nice kid. And you know, again, another guy coming in with the Espinosa brothers, 5'7", 155 pounds, and right now independent, but kind of training at the UCTC this week.
He's been dropping by a couple times. You know, I tell you what, I really like his energy too, man. He's got a really great smile every time you talk to him. Very respectful, good kid. And speaking of which, Daniel, the elastic grasshopper, he's got he's an infectious kid too.
Oh yeah, he just barely came back from Oklahoma. He had a little tooth surgery, and now he's back.
Tooth surgery, man. What do you need tooth surgery?
He had a little wisdom tooth pulled.
All right, well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and you know,
Does that make you not wise anymore?
Yeah, his wisdom is gone, man. He's still back fighting. Apparently, he didn't get any smarter from it. All right, Dave Sully said you're referee for this contest with a drop of the hand right there and a touch of the gloves, and here we go.
Ooh,
this is exactly what we expected out of these two.
Ooh.
Bombs away.
Wow, I like that.
You know, one thing I would like to see Daniel Grass work on is keeping his hands up. He just got caught with a big punch right there. You got to keep that left hand up. You're going to get caught. Oh, that was a knee to the head. That's illegal.
No, that can't be very good.
You know, he missed the head. I think he got the shoulder, but that was close enough that Dave did step in and chew him out for it, which I think he should have.
Just as soon as he's in trouble, look, it made it so easy just to mount him. And
yeah, it was nice.
This is Daniel's world here.
You know, Alcala really pulled Daniel right on top of him, and now Alcala is just paying the price right now. It looks like a ping pong ball out there.
Kind of doing what Daniel does right there, putting his feet up there, and he's just fighting for survival right here.
Well, Daniel should try not to throw so many punches and throw something with something on it. You know what I mean?
Going for
well, then he's given up great position for an ankle lock attempt, which I think was a foolish move.
Oh, no.
You had tremendous position, and you gave it up.
Oh, wow. Look at that. He's doing the, you know what?
Those are nice body shots right there, man.
He was training with Eddie this week.
Unbelievable. Those things were solid.
Eddie's showing him a little tricks or two after both of their fights in the cage.
Those knees are landing, too. I think the left side of Daniel Grass's body is going to be a little sore tomorrow.
Well, that's pretty good. You know, it's amazing to see this. This is John Alcala's second fight, and look at the difference just that one fight did. And
yeah, you're out there, absolutely. But, you know, he's got to understand that's not a good position for him. Did a good job of posturing up and getting out of there. But
look
left
how
another
easy
arm behind.
that looks for Daniel Grass. This is
Daniel Grass is not finishing though. He's getting in position and he just isn't finishing. And I don't understand that.
Maybe just slippery.
I get so frustrated watching this kid fight because he's got some really flashes of greatness and then it just doesn't happen, doesn't finish, you know. Somebody's being dinged in the head. Looks like Alcala's bleeding pretty good from the nose or the mouth, one of the two, but he's bleeding pretty good.
Yeah, and just kind of making it difficult, just kind of doing the sprawl thing. What is it that you want to do when you're sprawling like this?
He's got to get around behind him. Well, you know, improve your position. Right here, I think it's a foolish move. He should get around behind him, put his hooks in, and bomb away on Daniel Grass. But he really doesn't understand that facet of the game yet. So this might be the best thing for him. Stand up, and when you were beating him a minute ago on his feet, continue to do that.
Well, like in his corner, or just telling him to stay away from the gym. Oh, wow, what a...
the kick got up there, but there's nothing on it.
Nope.
And Daniel Grass looks a little tired. You see his chin, as he's kind of hanging his lower jaw down there. He's breathing hard. Looks like he was, I don't know what he was doing in Oklahoma, but he wasn't training.
Well, you can see John Alcala's hands starting to fall a little bit too here. So, oh my gosh, caught him again there, though.
Well, a very anticlimactic finish to the round. These guys better go back and get a little taste of energy, a boost of energy there. Mario Espinosa stepping in here and giving Juan Alcala a little bit of advice, as is Agustin Espinosa. You see Kofi Alzitzo over in the corner of Daniel Grass, and Eduardo Hernandez giving him a little bit of love as well. So,
wow, that's what a
looks like Daniel Grass's contact may have come out or something. He looked like he was trying to put that back in, and the lovely Deanna bringing round number 2 our way here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, let's see. Let's see if they've got some more energy to start off with this thing.
Seems like the sun went down between those 2 rounds right there. It was a little lighter outside a moment ago, and now it's getting a little darker outside. And maybe these guys went to sleep in the corner there. 90-90 time.
I can't remember. Does Daniel Grass like to shoot in for the takedown, or is he kind of just practicing?
No, he'll pull guard on you. And those kicks really have nothing on him. If you're going to throw them, you got to set them up. You know, he's got longer arms than Alcala, but he just got to let those hands go. That's a strange stance he fights out of as well.
Yeah, Alcala's just kind of, I think he's worried about those kicks. He remembers Francisco getting
that is true. You know, he is from that same group, and Daniel Grass put Francisco Espinosa to sleep with one of those kicks. Man, big punch to the body there, just missing. And Alcala, very much more measured pace here in the second round than we saw in the first round. Again, we attribute that a little bit to fatigue. These guys getting a little tired, and you know, conditioning becoming a bit of a factor. You know, Daniel Grass, again, he was down in Oklahoma. He's up much higher elevation here in Utah, and maybe that might be playing a little bit of a toll on him as well.
Yeah.
Big left hand right there, landing to the side of the face of Daniel Grass.
You see Daniel Grass kind of breathing, like you said. He's breathing heavy. Ooh,
got caught with the right hand there, man.
He's starting to find his distance.
Yeah, he sure is really starting to get in that
this
spacing.
Is exactly the game he wants to play.
Well, you know, you got to pick it up a little bit, though. You got to win around. Just peppering shots here and there is not going to do that for you.
Right.
You know, especially Alcala is fighting, you know, more than just Daniel Grass. Daniel's fighting all the time. These judges know him. They're going to be naturally looking at him.
Right.
So you've got to take that attention away from the judges.
It's interesting to see Daniel Grass just standing so much like he is.
He's pretty complacent, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, I think he's waiting for Alcala to shoot in on him so he could counter, but Alcala ain't shooting in on him.
No, got him up there and just barely missing.
Again, that's a big left hand. That thing landed. You know, Daniel Grass looks like he wants to stop.
Yeah.
Dave Sykes said let him continue, but this fight's over.
Oh my gosh, wow, that happened fast.
Yeah, Daniel Grass is. Oh my! Well, what's going on? His jaw looks like it's out of place, Tony.
Oh, he's bleeding.
No, that doesn't look good. His jaw looks completely out of where it should be.
Oh my gosh! You know what? That's it.
Yeah,
he's telling the doctor right now that he thinks they're going to pull him out. He's got a broken jaw.
His jaw is completely separated.
That's it.
The doctor's not even messing around.
No
he said, get out of here, man. You're going to the ambulance.
Wow, that happened so fast.
That was amazing. That was one heck of a shot. And wow, Juan Alcala feeling good about that. But man, that was really weird, almost bizarre. Find top name brand clothing at unspeakable prices at Big Rod Clothing. Mention UCE and save 10%. That is easily one of the most devastating injuries I've seen. That was a pretty bad jaw break. What happened? Talk to me. What happened out there?
I was just defending myself.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Nobody's hanging a bad hat on you. You're doing what you're supposed to do. He was trying to punch you as well, and you cracked him a pretty good one. Walk me through it. Tell me what led up to the big punch there.
Well, I try to fight him. I try to make this a stand-up fight because I know his specialty is Jiu Jitsu. I don't know a whole lot about this. I'm new to this, and I was just trying to use my strength. Someone told me that he doesn't have a good punch, you know, and I try to take advantage of that, and it worked out. It worked.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. He did hit you a couple times. Did he have a good punch?
Not really.
All right, well, all right. Not as good as me, right? Okay, so very impressive win tonight. I mean, that's a pretty tough kid you beat, and you beat him pretty resoundingly. What's next for you?
Whatever comes, I'll take it.
I'll tell you what, brother, we're going to send some things your way. Very, very impressive tonight. A great job. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Tony, that is one of the most gruesome injuries I've ever seen in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, in all the years we've been doing this over here, those injuries we rarely see happen, and that one was, that's kind of a scary thing, and I know Juan really feels really, really bad about it. And
man, he shouldn't, but he does. But that was ugly. Hopefully Daniel Grass is going to be okay, and hopefully Juan Alcala shakes it off and says, you know, I mean, bad stuff happens and comes back and does it again. Hey, we got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around. All right, it's your main event, and for no other reason than these guys are just giants. These guys are both 300-plussers, and man, you know, makes me a little nervous when I see Robert putting the cage together, and then you got a couple of super heavies coming out here.
We got that. Oh my gosh, this is a recipe for disaster. It's going to be good. We got Robert Yocum, his first fight. He's got everybody, his grandma, his family, everyone's out here to see him. And Cameron Griffith is making his return to the cage since round number 1.
There are Grizzly Bear t-shirts all over the place. I can't wait for this one. Super heavyweight, Knowles Bard. It's your main event. Check it out.
You know, I hear from Daniel. He's a decent wrestler and he's got some good strikes. You know, that's coming from Daniel, so I don't know how much I can believe. But no, I really don't even care. I'm ready to mix it up with anybody. I think my wind is terrible, but you know, I'm basically win or lose. I'm just here to fight. You know, I want to come in with that attitude and just try to have fun with it.
I know his name, Cameron. That's about it. I just found out his name is the Gummy Bear. That's really all I know about him, is he has a lot of tattoos, and he seems like he's a pretty nice guy. You know, after this fight, maybe me and him could train together.
You know what I know about my opponent? He's got a lot of tattoos. Seems like a nice guy. You know what I tell you, when a guy tells you my wind isn't so good, that's a pretty bad sign.
Oh, man.
Well, you got the Grizzly Bear and the Gummy Bear, Tony.
This should be the Battle of the Bears.
Wow, that is one big bear paw on the chest of Robert Yocum.
Yeah.
5'6", that's a typo as well, Tony. He's much larger than that. He is 315 pounds, however. Now, this guy is a big kid. I think he was, what, 6'6", somewhere in there?
He must be.
And about, well, he's 325, but about 25 pounds of that is ink.
Yeah, he said he gained 90 pounds since the last time he fought, so.
And it shows, my man, it shows.
It does.
He's a big dude. Both these guys are big. Look how little Dave looks in between them.
No.
He's like a little child.
Yeah, he's
a child in a tight shirt.
Man, this is going to be scary. We got how many pounds worth of man in here?
That's well over 600 pounds right there.
Wow. Grizzly bears, actually, you know. I mean, bears.
Yeah, these guys are bear-sized. I mean, literally.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, he's going straight right. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you can see this. Robert Yocum's a strong kid.
Yeah.
Wow, look how strong this kid is. He's moving 300 pounds like Nobody's business.
You know, these guys look pretty fast for their size, too.
You know, Cameron's a pretty skilled athlete. He's a good kickboxer, and his game technically is pretty good as well. And I've been watching Yocum in the gym as well. This guy's, he can kick head high. He can kick Cameron in the head. He's a very skilled athlete as well.
Look at that, how quick it is to be in that mount now.
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty debilitating feeling. You get that big body on top of you this early in the game. Not a lot you can do to move him either.
He made it look pretty easy.
Sure did. Pounding away at the body is Robert Yocum. Looks like I wonder if he's got any of those brass knuckles on his fists. They'd be about that size too, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Well, he's come on, Grizzly. Let's see what you can do from this thing here. And
got an opportunity to check out all of Cameron's tattoos right now. He's nice and close. Check out the artwork.
Yeah.
And bombs away.
This is not where you want to be.
No, Cameron, you got to get out of there, buddy. Well, you know,
nice.
Grizzly Bear got a little complacent. He didn't maintain his position. Got a little bit overzealous and threw some punches there. Wanted to put Cameron away. Cameron did a good job of getting his hips up, and now finds himself on top.
That's right. I'm surprised how fast that went, though. Man, you expect these big guys, and they move fast, I tell you.
That's what I'm saying. They're athletic guys. They're like, you know, NFL football players. They're big, but they can move.
Ooh. Now, let's see what kind of position it's going to be here.
Well, this is what you expect to see with big guys. There's a lot of hugging.
Well, it's getting to the back there.
And every now and then, there's some slugging, and that was a pretty solid shot. Again, these guys, when they hit you, You know it.
Yeah, one shot will do it, too, when it gets this big.
Cameron doing a good job of hipping in and running Robert Yocum into the cage. Right here, that's where he can tee off and land some shots, and which he did just there.
Now you can just hold on to the glove. You can't hold on to the glove, but
you gotta watch the back of the head. You can't strike the back of the head. Cameron's really got to get more aggressive here. He's got to open up.
Yeah, he's got him right pressed up against the cage.
And you're not going to get this opportunity too many times.
No, look at that.
See right there, you let him get his wind back, and he stood up on you, and that's not good. But right here, you know, as tall as Cameron is, that's a good job.
Is he going down?
No. I don't know, man. That's a tough.
It looks like his mouthpiece fell out there.
He sure did. He's huffing and puffing. He's having a hard time breathing. He's doing a good job of keeping his composure in there.
Wow.
Wow, good job, Robert Yocum. Again, this is his very first fight, and I'm impressed with what he's done so far.
Look at that.
Just ate a big right hand, though.
That makes me
Okay, well, we got about 5 seconds left in round number 1.
He's covering up here right to the ear, too, to the side of the head. It's like he's standing up, and
he's saved by the bell, though, right there. I'll tell you, he was taking some shots.
Look at Dave.
Dave very gingerly stepping between these two.
He's like it. Oh, he ruffled up my shirt there. It's like,
he hurt my watch.
Look at that.
All right, what do you tell your guy when he comes back to the corner? It looks like Eduardo Hernandez is he's searching for advice to give him and not really sure what to tell him. Well, you know, I'm going to chit-chat with Sylvia for a few minutes here while you go to commercial. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, you missed round 1 of 3 scheduled rounds between a couple of giants, a couple of bears, a grizzly bear and a gummy bear, Cameron Griffith and Robert Yocum. These guys are big boys, but they're throwing some leather right here, Tony.
Oh, they are. This is what I like to see, and this is what everyone wants to see. Ooh.
Oh, man, a stiff jab that just snapped the head of Robert Yocum back.
Man, when these guys hit the fence, you can see this fence just moving.
You know, again, when you see big guys like this, they're technically not sound sometimes, but these two guys are actually throwing straight punches. They're using their feet and their footwork, and I'm real impressed with both of these guys.
Oh, yeah. This is what I want to see, kind of clinching up there.
Nice tight clinch there.
They can, both of them can get at their knees. They can use, you know what?
Yeah,
they're all the way around.
Tools.
That's good. This is a very good match. This is good. Well, what a first match for. How many matches did Cameron do when he first came in?
I'm not sure. He has a handful of them, but they've been several years. And, you know, ring rust will really set in if you haven't been.
Look at that.
Nice job. Robert Yocum ducking underneath the punch and with a beautiful takedown. And Cameron Griffith said he was out of gas. Look at that.
Man, and the crowd is just going crazy here. Yocum's crowd is just.
Yocum brought a crowd tonight, too. There's a bunch of them here. Right now, Cameron Griffith is looking for a hole in the canvas to crawl out of. No. He's tired.
I don't want this. Oh, yeah. Now they're really laying on each other here.
Yeah, this is where the part I don't like so much.
Yeah.
You know, someone's got to have one explosive movement. You know, one explosive movement could make the difference in this fight. And hopefully Cameron is playing possum and ready to do something like that. He's got
just like
half
he
guard,
did in the first round there.
He's got an underhook here. He looks like well, you know, Robert's done a good job of going cross-biting. Now he's got full mount.
Oh,
and
that's it.
Cameron's
Yeah,
in lots
like,
of trouble. Cameron just tapped. He said, you know what? This big dude's on me, and I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. I'm tapping. He doesn't want to get up. Robert's a good guy. He's going to make him get up. Good stuff. That was good. That was a pretty good fight for these two guys. And wow, he is a grizzly bear.
Well, it's exciting. He should be.
Well, you know what? Cameron, on the other hand, is probably not as excited. But yeah, the Yocum folks came out in force tonight, and the grizzly bear, Robert Yocum, coming away with a big win. And he's nothing but smiles tonight.
I think we're going to see a lot of this guy.
We're going to see more of him. He's a youngster, so we got to wait for these underage fights, but we'll see him. I'm sure we'll see much of him.
Have your custom website designed for only $399 at www.399designs.com. Talk to me. What else happened out there?
You know, basically, he's strong. You know, you'd have to fight him to experience it, but he is a really strong kid.
You shake his hand and you can feel it. The kid shakes your hand and your whole body goes up and down. He's a big, powerful kid. So what's next for you, Cameron? You've been around this game for a little while. You were in round number 1, Cameron. You were the champion of round number 1. You're still around, man. What we got to do to get rid of you?
Well, that was like 90 pounds ago. But no, I mean, basically, you know, when I came into this fight, I knew I was out of shape. You know, a few ass whippings is a really good motivation to train.
Oh, you know, there you go, right there. Some of us get motivated by different means, and I hope what you say is true. I hope that it does motivate you, because Cameron, you've got all the talent in the world. I just want to see you maximize it, and tonight you were good, just not good enough. I hope you come back and do it again.
Thank you.
Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
All right, so we have a battle of the bears. We have the gummy bear and the grizzly bear, and the grizzly bear came out on top. What do you think about that?
Damn, man, I don't know what to think. It's my first time, you know. I just came in, I gave it everything I got, and pulled through for me, from my family and all that, you know.
You got a lot of friends and family here. Does that make a big difference in your game?
Oh hell yeah, man. This is my family, man. It's my heart. You know, I came in here for myself, and then these guys backed me up all the way, man. Of course it did.
So you did a good job. This was fun. This was fun. You gonna do this again?
Oh yeah. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I have another fight in August 8th. And after that, I'm gonna hit the gym for a little bit and lose this weight. And actually, I really want to get down to heavyweight instead of super heavyweight. That's where everyone want to be at.
All right, well, we're excited to see you fight again. Hopefully this cage is put together real well like it was this time, because I was really nervous. But thank you so much for being a part of the experience, and I can't wait to see you fight again.
Me either, man. I just like to thank my family, Mike, for giving me the opportunity, and everyone that always had faith in me. You know, I love you guys. All the people that didn't, don't even watch this show, man, because I want nothing to do with you. Okay? And tell you to my family, I love all you guys, man, right here. The Yocums, man. Come here, guys.
The grizzly bear handled the gummy bear.
Oh my gosh, you know what? That was, I think the gummy bear just kind of gave up there at the end. He knew that he was in trouble, and he just tapped out.
You'd been eating too many gummy bears, man. He just didn't quite have what it takes to make it into the third round. Yeah, he got mounted, and that was it. But, Tony, that wraps up a pretty good night of fights out here at the Ultimate Combat Training Center. But, of course, we'll be back next week with more fights.
Oh, we will, and we're traveling out to Vernal. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us.
Every time we go out there, knockdown, drag out, brawls, great fights. You don't want to miss it. Tune in next week for the Ultimate Combat.